Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Distinguished Geek. My name is Alex. So, I finished watching the HBO live action series of The Last of Us, and I can confidently say that we collectively believe this was the best game adaptation we have seen for a very long time, or if maybe so bold, of all time. So, that got me thinking. You've got it. Well, yeah. Roll titles. So there seems to be a curse on whoever attempts to adapt a game into a live action just seems to cock it up, which always baffles me. How the fuck can you cock it up so badly when the producer, the director, or even the screenwriter has got it so easy that all the hard work has already been done for them? Just carbon copy the damn game into a live action. Don't go all arty-farty on it. I mean, you've been handed it on a silver platter. So with that in mind, it's been very easy choosing what wasn't going to make it in the top 5, as all the choices have been embarrassingly, well, for the lack of a better word, shit. On the flip side, it's been a tad challenging in selecting what deserves to sit on the top 5, as there's been a couple of entries that could share the same slot. So I had to be quite brutal on the selection process, something I didn't exactly expect to come against until I started digging and realised there's shed loads of films which have been adapted from games over the years. Yay! I'm glad I chose this category. So without further ado, let's get started. At number 5, it is the 1993 film about two Italian brothers which became a commercial failure, grossing $38.9 million worldwide. It is, of course, Super Mario Bros., the movie starring Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. Now, as an adaptation, it's quite bad, but in all their fairness, how the hell can you transfer that gameplay into a live action? It just can't be done. Hence, the new Super Mario Bros. That's out right now hasn't gone down the same route. The 1993 version is in the top 5 for its entertainment value. Take away the game from its core and you're left with a great cheesy 90s family entertaining film. And number 4, it's Mortal Kombat. No, not that one. You've got to be fucking joking me. What the fuck was that? I am, of course, referring to the 2021 adaptation where Raiden looks like this, not like that, or this. Fuck's sake. The 2021 edition actually has a storyline that makes sense and has a purpose. The characters aren't clumpy or randomly appearing in scenes just to show their face for fan value. And let's be honest, we're all friends here after all. Deep down, what we really wanted to see are the character fatalities, which we finally get, and they are graphic. Put it this way, you actually see what happens to a body when it's exposed to a death move from such characters as Scorpion, Sonya Blade, or even Kung Lao.
Flawless victory.
The only downside was the film was too short. It would have been better as a series, allowing us to get to know the characters much more better. But all in all, a great, entertaining film. Coming in at number 3 is the 2018 adaptation of Tomb Raider. Now, we have a bit of a tangle on this one, as Angelina Jolie in the 2001 version and the 2003 sequel, The Cradle of Life, was a great choice for Lara Croft. However, the storyline was a tad mediocre, where the 2018 version had a better storyline, yet the choice of Alicia Vikander to play Lara Croft just didn't have the same impact. With pros and cons sitting equally for both versions, one has to prevail. It's only nature of the beast. So with that in mind, riddled with Easter eggs and much more of an organic film, the 2018 adaptation comes on top. So we've arrived at the final 2. What would your choice be, I wonder? Why not leave it in the comments below and see if we both have the same idea. So spinning in at number 2 is the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, and with the rarity in this genre, with Sonic 2 surpassing the first film. I mean, I'd be lying if I said nostalgia didn't have a hand in the decision for this choice. 21st of June 1991 was a big year for us oldies, as this was the release date of Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega. Put it this way, what Fortnite and Call of Duty is for the gamers today is exactly what Sonic was for us. I would have just turned 13 and it's still going strong 32 years later. Will Fortnite and Call of Duty still be top games in 30 years time from now? Who knows? But it's certainly a testament that Sonic belongs at second place. This film shows all the arrogance that Sonic oozes, and which is a compliment, with literally thousands of Easter eggs throughout the film, for the characters, to the locations, and even down to the sounds, such as iconic gold rings and the ringtone from Tom Wachowski's phone, which is the intro theme tune to the original Sonic game.
Sorry. Thought it was on silent.
Now, as you're very aware, this is number 2, and being number 2, it stands to reason I can have 2 candidates at the same spot. I mean, I hate to be that person who finds an excuse or justifies the reason why I could have 2 for 1, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to be that person. Now, Sonic was put in here for nostalgic purposes. The second choice couldn't be passed up. I mean, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. As a game franchise, it is one of the biggest of all time. The third installment sold 28.3 million copies and made $2.1 billion within 6 years after its release in 2015. The live action franchise was one of the most expensive series, budgeting at $10 million per episode, and it didn't hurt to have a super fan of the games playing the lead role. I am, of course, talking about The Witcher. So here we are again at number 1. Now, I know you're all thinking from my opening statement about The Last of Us possibly being the greatest game adaptation of all time, so it would stand to reason it would be sitting on the top shelf at first place. However, The Last of Us belongs in a whole category altogether, the elite. So when we eventually fill that category up, which believe me, won't be anytime soon, I may do a top 5 at a later date. Since The Last of Us isn't the top spot, who is? Well, this film falls into a loophole. It is an adaptation, yet at the same time it's not. Originally, it was a book which got adapted into a film in 2018, but here's a twist. It's not based on one game rather than 58 games, either visually in the scene or verbally mentioned and based around VR. I wonder what that would look like on the screen. Oh, genius. That was a rhetorical question. Oh, what the hell? Oh, for crying out loud. That's only 57, smartass. It is, of course, Ready Player One, a superb film on such a relatable concept on what's going on in the world today, with large corporations being oppressive and controlling practically everything, leaving us powerless to live our own lives. Bit depressing, let's leave that there. The positive message from this film is: be a child at heart. Don't hang up your hobbies, which society associates and believes are only for adolescents, such as playing a video game, building Lego, or even being into superheroes. Who cares what people think? Just be yourself and be happy. Have a social life in a digital world. Essentially, well, do what he says.
Hey, look, it just sounds to me like, you need to unplug, man. Get some R&R?
Always embrace life's challenges, have willpower and believe in yourself, and you will overcome any challenge standing in your way. There's no such thing as a single player in a real life. You're not alone. Be with your friends and your family. Talk to them. Don't be alone and keep things bottled up. I love making these videos. It makes me happy and I get to talk to you lovely people. And finally, appreciate your reality. The world is always evolving, so evolve with it and be realistic. But enough of this philosophical messages. At the end of the day, I just saw a fucking awesome film with amazing worlds that targets every generation, from Pong to Sonic to Call of Duty, and there's not many films that can say that, and for that reason Ready Player One comes out on top. So there we go. What did you think? I would love to hear your top 5 suggestions. There's no right or wrong answers. Everyone has a different preferences and it's great to hear them all. So thank you very much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a like and get it out there and share it. And if you would like to see more of these videos, please be kind enough to subscribe to the channel. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Well, thank you again very much for watching. Have a great week, whatever you're doing. And as always, I will see you soon. Until then, bye for now.